Tumbos? What's up Tumbos, the boy Triple Storm, and with Fortnite Season 10, Season X, whichever one you want to call it. With Fortnite Season 10 set to finish on October 13th, I think it's time for me to do this video. Now, I wanted to do a video separately talking about the mechs and everything that they have cost in the game, but I'm just gonna tackle this one. So this video is basically about Season 10 and how it should have been a giant commercial success, and if it was. Season 10 in all means wasn't a flop. It was probably one of the most put together, most well thought out, and one of the best Fortnite seasons we've had in a very long time. Now, though this decision might sound strange to a lot of people, just hear me on this one and you guys will kind of understand why I said what I said and why I say that Fortnite Season 10 is definitely one of the best seasons that we've had. Now, if you looked at previous seasons, then you guys would realize that most of the previous seasons didn't really have a storyline that you guys can understand and connect to. Now, first off, you guys realize that Fortnite Season 10 had a lot to do with time travel. It's basically Fortnite Season 10 out of time. Now, coming straight off one of the biggest commercial successes to ever grace our screens, Avengers Endgame. Now, Avengers Endgame had literally just ended, and we just had the Avengers LTM, which was in the game, the Endgame LTM, and now we have Season X, which is pretty much a time travel season. It has everything to do. We're still on this whole time travel theory from the Avengers Endgame. People are still developing their own theories, and Season X now comes with its own version of time travel, which, if I might say, is a pretty fun theory. Now, looking at Season X as a whole, I can say, seeing that we're on the last final week, Season 10 is probably one of the best Fortnite seasons that we have had for multiple reasons. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys like previous other YouTube channels that keep saying that you guys need to watch the video until the end for you guys to get exactly what I'm saying, but you guys might want to watch the entire video to get to the end to get what I'm saying. Now, Season 10 first off started with where Season 9 left off, which was actually after the entire fight between Kados and Mech the robot. Now, after this, the 0 point was left exposed. It was just sitting there in Loot Lake, and that's about it. This one picked up with the 0 point being cracked, being exposed, the 0 point exploded, and then a bunch of other stuff happening. That's pretty much the start of Season 10, which shows us that the island is pretty much frozen in time. Mechs start falling from the sky. Let's talk about that a little bit. Now, Fortnite make a mistake, a brutal mistake they make, and the mistake, of course, is they added bouncers to the. No, they added mechs. They added mechs. It was a mix. Now, a lot of people complained about the mechs over the course of the season because the mechs were OP, which was understandable. The mechs were OP. They had about 12 or 6 rockets, and they did 50 damage each, and they were all coming at you at once, and they one-hit builds, and it doesn't matter how good you are. So the mechs literally were ruining the game, and no matter how much the community gathered and we had hashtags remove the mechs, blah blah blah, it never made any difference. And I, for one, really wanted to dive into the topic of the mech in a different video, but again, I'm just gonna have to do it in this video. Now, the reason why I was a bit upset about the mechs, because as you guys know, I'm not a professional player. I'm mostly a commentator for professional players, but I am not a professional player in no way, shape, or form. Now, where my beef came in with the mechs was that the mechs weren't just only in Team Rumble, which is where I live. That's my domain. The mechs were also in public matches, and for some reason they were in Arena. Now, this was where the problem came in, because Epic released a statement as to why they actually put the mechs in the game in the first place, and this was what they said. They basically said they built the mechs for the little teams who've never gotten a win, like me. And they built the mechs so that these little teams could actually get an easy win, which I needed. And for that reason, the mechs were in the game, and they were that freaking overpowered, which was understandable. However, my problem came in when these mechs weren't just in Team Rumble and public matches, these mechs were in arena mode. Now, as a little Timmy myself, I can tell you firsthand, I ain't got no reason to be in arena mode. I've played arena trios, and when arena duos was a thing, I've played arena duos because I actually have really good players in my friends list. So these really good players would literally carry me on their shoulders to the victory. But aside from that, there was literally no other reason for me to be in arena. Now, I would like to ask Epic this question. Now, for those of you guys who weren't around when arena just came out, the queues took forever because the professional players only made up about 1% or 5% of the entire Fortnite community. So back then, to queue up into an arena match, you literally could only get queued up quickly when it was like the cash cups that were going on. If you tried queuing up in arena on an average school week, it was gonna take some time, bro. But nonetheless, eventually, once the World Cup was over and everybody saw how much money was in the World Cup and they realized that they could win some money in the cash cup, arenas kind of started picking up some steam. More YouTubers started playing arenas. They started flexing their arena points, etc, etc, etc. Now, I know you guys might think I'm going off topic when it comes to the mechs, but we're gonna get back to those guys. Just put them over here. Now back to the entire thing about the mech now. Now, again, the question I would like to ask Epic is this. Why would you think that a little Timmy, somebody like me who literally knows that I cannot get a victory royale in the regular solo mode, which isn't competitive and doesn't carry sweats, by the way, let's just get that out of the way, there are no sweats in the regular solo modes. Well, there are sweats, but the sweats are like 25%, which is like 25 people of the entire 100 persons in the lobby. If I can't get a win there, how would I get a win in the competitive section of solos where the sweats live? This is Pleasant Park. This is Sweat's Habitats. This is season 4 or 5 and like season 6 tilted. Maybe season 7 and 8 tilted. But not season 9 tilted. Why would I go to arena? The reason is I wouldn't. As a little Timmy, you would either be playing pubs with your friends in squads or duos or trios, or you would be playing Team Rumble because that's our domain, that's where we live, that's what we're comfortable with. Now, I've always asked this question and I've never really gotten an answer, but if the point was to make little Timmys get the win, why would you put it in the competitive section? Because little Timmys aren't there. So So the little Timmys aren't there, and since they're not there, you don't need to put them there. So it's simple. Just don't put the mechs in pubs. Now the mechs are there, and I understand why they couldn't remove the mechs from the game entirely. That makes sense in getting to that. But at least remove them from arena. If mechs weren't in arena, mechs weren't in tournaments, then you would get a lot less complaints from the professional community, which again, guys, these aren't just players who just come out of nowhere and play. At least 60% of these guys are content creators or streamers, and people watch their content and people follow them religiously. They say Fortnite is trash, their community says Fortnite is trash. They say Fortnite is amazing, their community says Fortnite is amazing. You guys have to realize that these guys are in control of your game, Epic, not you. Not you. But despite all that, it ended up the way it is. Now the reason why I understand why they couldn't remove the mechs completely is because of these last few weeks. Now for those of you guys who haven't been playing Fortnite for the last few weeks, there is a virus that is in the mechs currently which causes them to explode on impact. So if you guys missed that, then that's the thing. When the mechs slam, they hit, they destroy completely. Now, if they had removed the mechs, like say week 1 or week 2 from the game, we would have completely forgotten about the mechs. Nobody at all would have cared anything when we get to like week 8, week 9, when the mechs start slamming in the ground and start destroying. People are going to be asking, what the heck is that? Oh, the mechs. It was those things that came in that we never liked and Epic removed, and now they're being destroyed when they touch the ground. But we don't really care though because they're irrelevant. But nonetheless, that was a situation, and they actually did that. So the entire problem was that they had to work on this two ways. It was either Fortnite in the real world or Fortnite in the Fortnite world. Fortnite in the real world would create so much controversy with the mechs being basically the most overpowered vehicle that was ever introduced in the game, which caused so much controversy to get Fortnite trending and get a lot of eyes on Fortnite, get a lot of pros complaining, so that each time they do something right, they get a pat on the back. Smart move, Epic. But then there's Fortnite in-game, the Fortnite world in Fortnite, where they basically wanted to make the mechs be these overpowered weapons, which caused havoc on the map, which would then be destroyed later on in the story, so it would make sense. And this is why they couldn't remove it, because then the mechs would be irrelevant, and it would be irrelevant to the storyline. So the scientist now is probably the savior. So aside from Cypher PK, who single-handedly got the mechs removed the very first time that they did get removed, which again, big shout outs to Cypher PK, the scientist is the other savior for Fortnite because he messed up the mechs. Yeah. But aside from that, Atumbos, you guys have to really understand. We now get into why Fortnite Season 10 is actually one of the best seasons in Fortnite now. And this all stems from the Battle Pass and the storyline. The storyline is simple for us to follow. 0 Point Nexus Orb is causing a lot of problems. Time has stopped and the visitor is trying to go about his business. At the same time, he's erecting rift zones around the place to change places for whatever reason, which is still not clear, but at least we know what's going on. So for the first time in a very long time, the Fortnite story is predictable. We know the what, we know the when, the only thing we don't know is the where and the why. So we know what's gonna happen, and the rift zone is gonna spawn. Right? It's going to bring a new location or changes to a location. We know the when. It's going to happen every single Monday or Tuesday. The why, we do not know the why. And of course, we do not know the where, because we still have to wait for these rift zones to pop up. Now again, guys, this is a huge, unique concept to the game, again, because this has never been done in previous seasons. And aside from that, this is one of the greatest ways for them to actually keep all of the points of interest interesting. That's what makes it a point of interest, when it has an interest, not sweats. Pleasant Park, talking about you. So with that said, we got the old Tilted, we got Tilted Town, we had Neo Tilted, which was the best Tilted, Tilted Town, and then of course we have all the other rift zones. Pandora was an amazing rift zone as well. Retail. But as you guys know, I love Greasy. Greasy is one of my favorite rift zones because I do love the taco dance. It's a great dance. And the sound, I like the sound that it makes. And the fact that you get full health even if you're down when the taco dance comes in, which comes in really helpful if you're a sweat. And you can build, you can just build until the taco dance comes in, and then you get back to full health. And if you have minis, you can pop your minis and you will be now at 150. And again, if you guys are little Timmies or newbies like me, and you guys get down, you guys actually don't have to worry about, screaming in your teammates' ears to get them to come pick you up, because you will always be at full health. Aside from that, it's great. We eat the tacos, we move faster, and it adds a great dynamic to the game. Honestly, when I move faster, I actually feel like I can play the game better because of the way my mind processes things. Which is weird. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Aside from that, guys, there's also the fact that they've unvaulted certain weapons. I think they've unvaulted the tactical SMG, which now has a gold variant, which isn't OP in the slightest way. It's just that you have to shoot somebody who has one first, otherwise you're dead. And they've also unvaulted the pump shotgun, which is something that the community cried for when it was vaulted in season 9. And they're still crying right now. And of course, it also brought back the bouncers, and it also brought the new shield bubbles, which was really cool item. We did a lot of fun with that. And of course, they brought back a lot of skins and they remade them. So this was something that I actually talked about. Again, X-Lord, Sparkle Specialist, Ultimate Knight, and more Yonder. There was Yonder, there was Tilted Technique, and there's a few more. And there's Catalyst, which is the remake for Drift, the female remake for Drift, which is amazing skin. So they did a lot of things right for this season, and that's the thing. Epic did so much things right going into season 10. It's just that the mechs and the issues with the mechs and how overpowered the mechs were kind of just got everything out of people's head. Now, if you were to look back at season 10 from a retrospective, just think about everything that happened in season 10. It's one of the seasons that had the most things happen in it. We're on the 10th week of the season right now, and so much has happened. Kevin has returned, we've had Pandora, we've had Batman events, we've had so much changes to the map, new rift zones every week, we've had the rocket being built, we've had the meteor moving closer to Dusty Depot. We also have everything that's going on with the scientist and his fight against the mech. There's also the different tournaments which are going on. There's just so much happening within this time frame that is season 10. Still, bad things. There's a lot of bad things that they're wishing on Fortnite. Right? So, again, they do a lot of stuff in this season, and again guys, the battle pass is amazing. I do like every single skin that comes in the battle pass. I don't see a mediocre skin that comes in this battle pass. Like last season we had Truck. I never wore Truck. That was season 8 where we got Trug. I never wore Trug. And in season 9 we got Sentinel, and I never wore Sentinel. I've only ever worn those skins to those challenges which require me to wear those skins. This season I've rocked Catalyst for a while, I rocked the X-Lord for a while, and I've rocked the Ultimate Knight for a while. But I'm still wearing my black, green, and gold skin because I love Jamaica. Love my country. But with all that said, guys, we get back now to the main subject at hand, and that is the fact that the vaulting of weapons, the adding of weapons, the interesting POIs, everything that they have done. And I've said it before that competitive Fortnite kind of split the community between wanting things to make them more easier to handle competitive and wanting things to make the game fun. And this is where my problem comes in. Nobody's trying to have fun with Fortnite anymore. People keep forgetting that the game was created for us to enjoy and have fun. I'm having fun. Not in pubs, not in arena, not in tournaments, in Team Rumble. That's where the fun is. There's no risk, it's only reward. You get to do whatever you want. If you fail, you try again. You never make it last time, so try again. But yeah, there's always something for you guys to experiment, to explore, to try out in Season 10. Season 10 was by far an amazing season. I'm looking forward to see how it ends, and I'm looking forward to see what Season 11 brings, because Season 11 has got some big shoes to fill because of challenges. Season 10 had by far the most consistency in terms of challenges. 7 challenges every week with an additional 7 prestige version of challenges, which you can complete to unlock rewards, which means that if you're the average player who does 1 challenge per day, you can actually do 2 challenges per day. And if you guys do that, then you guys can actually unlock the prestige versions. Plus, there's also the daily challenges, which you guys have to complete at least all of them from the Thursday to the Saturday, which I think is about 3 challenges in order to unlock the secret battle star for that week, which will give you an extra 10 stars, which will give you an extra tier. And if you guys don't continue doing those, then you guys don't miss that, because when next week rolls around with the next set of challenges on that Thursday, the daily challenges change and you can't get last week's challenges again because you can't unlock last week's loading screen. So the game keeps you playing. There's a reason for you to keep playing Fortnite every single week. It's not just play this week, oh, we're playing Thursday, we get the challenges, I finish all my challenges, I'm done with Fortnite until next week's challenges come out. Nope. You gotta play every single week, you gotta play every single day, or at least you have to play on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Oh, and Saturdays when the battle star comes out. So you have to play at least 4 days out of that week in order for you guys to keep up to date, right? Jump crifts being added. Gosh, so much things happen in season 10, guys. Like, I'm just going through right now. But again, guys, we keep looking at this as how we can get the victory royale and not how we can enjoy ourselves, even if we don't get the victory royale. Getting trick shots, getting quick scopes, doing some dumb stuff, just having fun. Green skin video was another example where we were just having fun in Team Rumble. People, please just try to enjoy the game as it is. Don't take an influence by anybody else. Even me right now telling you guys how fun Season 10 is. If you guys don't find it fun, then that's fine, that's your opinion, you're all entitled to your opinion. However, try to enjoy what is and not what isn't, and then you guys will actually see the brighter side, and then you guys will actually see Season 10 isn't as bad. A lot of bugs have been fixed, a lot of issues have been fixed. The game runs a bit better until Gotham City got introduced, and then we started getting those epic lags. But yeah, it's just overall Season 10 did so much right, and I think Season 10 deserves a lot more recognition and a lot more appreciation than it has gotten from the community, simply because of one vehicle. I've also heard rumors that the flint-knock pistol is being unvaulted. I'm not sure how true that is. Maybe it's out by the time this video goes up. I'm not sure. Haven't updated my game in a while. Haven't played in a while. I've been busy trying to get better. Been sick a lot this year. So yeah. That's it. But aside from that, guys, I really wanted to just make this video for you guys so you guys can actually see my perspective on Season 10 and actually see why I think Season 10 was a great season, which I believe it is. And if you guys disagree, let me know down in the comments. And if you guys agree, let me know down in the comments as well. Also, let me know what your least favorite thing is in Season 10 and what your most favorite thing is in Season 10. And aside from all the nostalgia that it brought, what made you really buy the battle pass, what made you continue playing the game, and what made you, wanted to see Season 10 come to an end. Also, guys, I will be doing some stuff that are new on the channel, so if you guys are interested, you guys should check the description of each of my videos to see if there will be a poll there that you guys can vote on stuff, and once you guys vote on stuff, then I'll do a video where I talk about the things that you guys voted on. Yeah. So yeah, that's it at Tumbos. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that you guys really look at Season 10 differently, and if you guys haven't, then I really hope that you guys are enjoying it, and you guys at least try to enjoy it, especially if you bought the battle pass. Try to get your money's worth. But if not, guys, yeah, just leave your comments down in the comment section below, leave a like on this video, share this with somebody else if you guys want somebody else to see this, and yeah, I think this is it. So yeah, stay one back Tumbo, and take care.